Yes, it is. It's time for Mrs. Sonrichard. Taking her place at the panel while she's performing is Mario. Hello, Mario.
Hi, Mario.
Hi, Mario. Welcome to the panel.
And now, take it away, Miss Sonrichard.
Oh, I certainly will. Just had to get that little mic cord. As you've just heard, my name is Mrs. Sonrichard, and what I do is I put on different people's skin every day, and I live in it. That's right, I'm an actress.
Oh.
Okay.
You definitely have not seen me in anything because I disappear completely into every role I've ever played. That being said, you are all very lucky tonight because I happen to have a small gap in my busy schedule between my last big acting job in 2007 and my next one that could happen at any moment. And I've chosen to spend this precious time with you, teaching you my dramatic knowledge. For while I am a full-time rising star, I make a side business of teaching drama to businesses and to professionals. And what does it mean exactly to be teaching drama to a business or an employee? What does that mean, you ask? Ask me what it means. What does it mean?
What does that mean?
70% of all people in their job are unsatisfied. They're bored. Their lives are gray, beige, grayish beige color. It's boring. It's like an episode of a sitcom. You know those episodes of sitcoms where you're just watching clips from earlier episodes of the sitcom? That's how life is. It's tired. You've seen it before. I come into the office. I add drama. I add theater. I add life. I add passion. I add color. And suddenly, it's like you're in an episode of a sitcom that has a special guest star, like Anna Faris or John Lovitz. And things are beautiful. That's what I do. And I'm going to do that for you guys today. I'm going to teach you a little bit of my workshop. Today we're specifically going to focus on dramatic entrances and exits for professional settings. This is going to jazz up your water cooler talk. This is going to take your cubicle hangouts to the next level. Your meetings, your presentations, a whole new world. So, okay, great. So I'm going to need a scene partner from the panel for this. If one of you wants, is that my dramatic scene partner?
Sure, yeah.
All right, well, you'll come down here and sit in this chair. And careful. You must always be composed. All right, so the first dramatic entrance, we're gonna start with entrances. I hope you're comfortable with that. We're going to do the ominous slow clap from afar. Now, you want to go about this in a specific way. You're going to want to make lots of eye contact if you're entering in this manner. And when you finish clapping, you're going to want to make uncomfortably familiar physical contact with whoever's in the room. That's very important. And to finish it all off, to get the meeting going after you've entered, you're going to want to say a condescending question starting with the word we. So look out for all those different features. And I think I'm going to be the one who enters into the meeting, and you can just be the one who's sitting and waiting for the presentation to start. So I'll give this to you, and you can start us off with some natural sounding dialogue about, like, how would you talk if you were waiting for a meeting to start in an office, and I will demonstrate.
Okay. I can't wait for this meeting to start. I'm really excited to get started.
We are having a meeting in an office, aren't we? And scene! Thank you. That is the first dramatic entrance I will teach you today. You can see my contact information up there if this has inspired you to make me a star. Okay, And that's just one way you can get into a meeting. And wasn't he great? Wasn't my friend great here? Great. Thank you. So let's go into the next dramatic entrance. This one's real fun. You can enter a meeting as a guy trying to come into a church who hasn't reckoned with God in a long time. This one's very fun. The key elements here are you're going to try to enter at least 3 times before you get in, because you and the man upstairs have a lot to talk about. You're going to ball up your fists before you come in, and every time you feel you can't do it, lots of running your fingers through your hair. Lastly, you're going to want to gesture and look up at the sky a lot in an accusing way, because, again, boy, you and the big guy don't see eye to eye all the time. And last, when you finally do make it past the threshold of the church or the office space in this situation, you're going to want to caress everything. Just caress the heck out of everything, because this is a big moment for you. So again, I feel like the part of the person entering that feels like right for me, so I think I'm going to do that. And then you'll just be here in the office. Same situation, lots of dialogue, and I will come in.
Thanks for coming, guys. I'm really excited to get started on this meeting. We got a lot of graphs of information prepared, a lot of statistics. Just waiting for the old boss to get here. She'll be here soon. That lunch was great, right, guys? Chicken salad. Knocks me off my feet. Oh. Hey, boss. You okay?
Wow, it's been so long since I had a quarterly meeting with my business colleagues and seen. Thank you. Again, my contact information available on screen. Great, okay. So those are 2 different ways you can enter into a meeting if you would like in the office, and it's just gonna change the energy of the room. Now I'm gonna give you 2 options for how to get out of a meeting, because, sometimes the meeting just leaves, everyone wanders off, and the energy dies. So here's some ways you can add a little punch to the end of that meeting. First, this one's really fun. It's called the sci-fi exit. And this has a very specific formula to it. It's the tilt, rise, what the, my God. That's how I like to think of it in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, tilt, rise, what the, my God. And you'll see that come into play in this exit. So be watching. You guys all remember that? Tilt, rise, what the, my God.
My God.
Right, great. So be on the lookout for each of those 4 crucial steps. And I think for this one, I'm going to be the one who does the exit, and we'll just be together in a meeting. And don't we just love working together here in this building?
It's really great working here in this building together.
Yeah, I like that, and I enjoy our business. And I think this is the end of the meeting. And
That's the tilt. Yeah. That's the rise.
what the?
That was the what the.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And scene!
Wow.
And you could just leave any meeting, honestly, really any situation you can leave in that way. And people will they'll want to know more. That's for sure.
Whispered American?
Yeah. So that's another way to exit. And I have one last way to show you. It's a big one for the big finale. You're going to love this. This is the Broadway bow. Okay, so the way this one is done, you have to run out just to come back in. Then you have to give support to your castmates, of course. That's how the bows work. Then give your big final bow and make sure you slowly exit, doing a sort of off-the-cuff looking dance that really doesn't come across as very off-the-cuff at all. And those are the big elements of this one, besides, of course, having some music, which, I don't know, we might just. So what would you say, did you enjoy this meeting?
The revenue looks stellar.
Great. I think I agree with that. Again, I love our business and the work that we do, and I think this meeting has come to a close. Scene! Oh!
Wow.
Thank you. And that is the final Broadway bow. And those are four. You can sit down now. How about this? Give a hand to my guest,
Denny.
Denny, great job. So if you'll just throw my contact information up there once again. This has been, I think, a great example of how talented and multifaceted I am, as well as a couple different ways for you to jazz up your workspace. I'm sorry, is my phone vibrating over there? Is that mine? I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to take this. I don't know what. Hi, hello. I'm sorry? Well, yes, I left my bathtub on, but everything is wet? How much is destroyed? All of my papers and things?
Is this part of it?
Not. Oh, I might have to leave. I don't.
Wow, she's really good.
This is really...
Wow, water everywhere in my condo just because of my bathtub.
She's really outdoing herself.
Wow.
Thank you for telling me.
I thought the presentation was over, but I guess it's not.
Wow.
Okay. No, that was real.
Really great.
That was really good.
That was real.
And you'd exit off of that?
No, that
Yeah,
was.
was that an entrance or an exit?
Yeah.
That my house
Is that the
full
1,
of
2,
water.
3, 4?
Head tilt.
No,
Your bathtub is overflowing.
no, I just left. My clothes are so wet. Luckily, the only pet I have is a fish.